Jesus. Jesus. I know people are going to start arguing between themselves saying, no, his name is Yeshua, his name is Yehoshua, blah, blah, blah. But let's stick to the term that we all have been accustomed to. Jesus. J-E-S-U-S. U-S. Us. Jesus. Jesus. Why do I mention the us in Jesus? You see, they say Jesus came down in flesh to take us out of sin. He had to come down. He's God and he had to come down. Us, we had to do that. So in a way, sorry, not in a way, in actual fact, this is a gift. This is what they mean when they say life is a gift. Because although I say that we're in hell and we do go through pains and we do go through troubling times, the fact that we can actually experience those things is a gift. Why do I say that, Eddie? Well, if you are God, which you are, and therefore perfect, perfection is constant. It is just that's it. It's constant. There's no change. That's perfection. And so imperfection, which is our current state on this earth, imperfection, there is no constant. It's always changing. We have the capacity to manipulate it, whether it goes up or down. And then one day, as they say, we'll get to the constant, perfection. So if you are in your true self, God, perfect, before you are born, after you die, in that perfect state, or when you ascend, or whatever you like to attribute to that, when you are God, when you are perfect, you are constant. So you have no feeling. That's why people will say that we decided to come down so that we can experience things, so that we can feel things. That's why they say that life is a gift again. And that's because when we are in our perfect state, our true self, we don't feel things the way we feel things now. So that's what I meant before when I said that your ego can be your best friend and your worst enemy, because your ego is what allows you to feel what you experience. Your higher self, your subconscious self, does not feel the way your conscious self feels. And that is the gift. Being able to feel. And so, remember that next time you are tripping, fussing about your state and what you go through in life, remember that the fact that you can actually have these selfish feelings, these egocentric feelings, whatever it may be, that is the gift. Because when you are in your perfect state, that is objective, not subjective, you will not have the subjective feeling. They say that's better, of course, because that's perfection, constant. But in our reality, from our dogmatic, let's say, subjective perspective, that just sounds horrific. To not have feeling because you're perfect. To just be constant. So remember the fact that our lives fluctuate, our moods, everything fluctuates. That is the gift. That is experience. So that is why our God selves had to choose to come down in flesh, because their God selves are perfect, so they cannot feel the way me and you on earth will feel. And maybe that's why they say angels have no free will and they're like androids, because of that very fact. But as I said before, that's not the case. But you can also put the link between that, fine. So just remember that Jesus, God, us, came down in flesh to experience what we experience as man, the Son of Man. So we become two opposites in one container, two polars, God and man, Son of Man, yet we are God who's come down in flesh. That's us, Jesus. So we are in a predicament whereby we are animalistic due to our man, our lower self, but we have rationality, which is our higher self, our God, our mind. So it could go either way. But just remember that your experience is a gift. Your strife, your struggles, it's a gift. And it does benefit your subconscious self, your higher self, your true self, because your true self came down and is experiencing this, and it will go back and it will know what it knows. So know thyself.